Hello guys, Hector from Flomix Australia. Welcome back to the channel. This one could be a little bit controversial. It's just the way we've been approaching the 12-volt system to find different steps on reliability and performance. Not an expert in the 12-volt systems, but it's a thing that I started with about 5 years ago now. And it's been really challenging from the beginning in order to get reliability for this system. So it's something that it was in the back of my mind always to find a way to get one of these systems reliable enough to make it useful for the industry. And since like 8 or 9 months ago, I've been working with an Italian manufacturer to develop what I call the high performance 12-volt pump. This particular pump is not a crazy performance, but obviously is slightly better than that one and that one there, which the normal 12-volt bolts that we use in the industry. But the big beneficial that we're gonna have in this pump is gonna be reliability, and as well it can reach higher PSI, which is gonna give you more distance if required. Getting deep a little bit in this particular pump. This pump is a pump that you can find it in the industry, but we have been talking with this manufacturer to change around some things to make the pump more friendly use for chlorine. So basically it is the same concept as the AR30 with two side membranes and a pressure membrane on top, but instead to be anodized heads, these ones are PVC coated. So we asked the manufacturer to make this PVC coating for the top manifold and the heads in order to handle the chlorine. Another upgrades we did in this pump is the cover in the engine to make sure we have a higher IP to protect the motor, and some other little bits and pieces that I don't want to talk to about it in here. So basically you can find some AR252s 12-volt system similar to this, but as I said before, on other kind of manufacturers, as I said before, probably not gonna be as lasting as could be this pump. In terms on consumption, these pumps, they obviously having a gearbox and some mechanicals will draw more wattage. So it's important that you at least hook it up in it. This one, for example, we have in here is a 200 amp lithium battery with the monitor system, and in the higher performance, which is 170 psi, you can get out of this battery around 3.5 hours of running time. If you're running 100 psi, you are up to 5 hours with that battery. So for who is this pump? So this pump is from someone that actually he already has a 12-volt system and he wants to upgrade, but he don't want to put in the bin all the accessories that come along with this 12-volt system, and probably chuck an extra battery in there to extend the working time with the pump, for someone is just wanted to save a little bit of a space, and it really wants to go in a system that is quiet enough and is still giving the performance. Yeah, something like that. So why is this pump more reliable than this and that pump? So those pumps, they're running in higher RPMs. That one is running in around 600-700 RPMs. It's got two big membranes instead to have 5 or 7 membranes, and running in very high RPMs, which is gonna obviously have more wear and tear. And as well, the construction itself of the pump is gonna, if you make this service on the gearbox and you do the proper rinsing, you can expect years of life with this pump. Another really neat feature is to have an adjustability on your pressure, so you can go down to 60 psi or go all the way up to 170 psi if you want an extra reach. I'm always that honest with my customers. This pump is got a better performance than these ones, but it is not even close to that one there. Okay, so things need to be completely clear from the get-go. Is I will do a video for the performance of this pump. At the moment, I'm assembly one of these pumps in a trailer because I wanted to start to put it in the market, these pumps. And as I say, after 7-8 months of development and 4 months of testing, this particular skid has been with me 4 months. I just want to see that the product is reliable enough to put it in the market. So saying that, I'm gonna do that video so you can see the performance you can get out of this pump. Not everyone is thinking how much this thing is gonna cost. So this pump by itself is coming from Italy without the pressure switch. So this pressure switch is what the pump make it, and when you off the trigger and you reach certain pressure, it stop the motor. So it will give it to you more longevity. You don't need a long bypass. This is a very short bypass and suction. In that particular time, the way you're gonna spend a lot of more life of your battery and your pump having a pressure switch. So bare pump without the pressure switch is gonna be around the $1,900. Okay, if you need a pressure switch system, it's not something like you install this and the way you go. No, you need an electrical box with relays and stuff, to make this one work. So you and this pressure switch is a high quality pressure switch and kind of expensive German made pressure switch. We can put a cheaper one for you, but if you want us to upgrade this pump with a pressure switch system and the panel mounted in the side with the box mounted in there, just give us a call and we can make it for you. All right, not too complicated to make it if you're hands-on, but we can definitely make it for you. All right, so this particular skid is with us 4 months testing. It's coming with a hose reel on top and 80 meters of Softwash hose in there, the battery, the remote bypass on and off. I just wanted to switch on. I'm in the garage at the moment, so it's gonna be a little bit more noisy, but you can see that I'm talking and I'm near to the pump, just beside of the pump, and I'm talking and the thing is really quiet. Okay, it's coming, as I said, with the remote bypass system, so you can switch on and off chemicals, so just a small demonstration of how this pump sounds. It's coming with the manifold in there, and as I said, with the hose reel and so. And this particular setup at the moment, because it's been on testing, we have it in 20% discount. So if it's something that it suits you, give us a call and we'll give you 20% in this particular setup. We can also get the pump installed sideways, the battery close to here, so you will have like 600 long by around 450 wide, and we can locate the hose reel in this side, so it will save you a lot of space in your platform. Okay, I just wanted to show you another skid that we have made it for another customer in here. This particular skid is a 5 millimeters. It's very tough and all the structure is being restricted with a 5 millimeters alloy skid. This particular one is a 3 mil, because this particular customer, he wants to save a little bit of money. But just to make you an idea that we can work it out with you, some kind of different materials and in order for you to get a nice product as well if you are in a budget. For example, this customer he's got a remote start-stop system with the switch in here, so he can actually start and stop the motor from here, and as well you can switch on and off the chemical. Okay, the manifold, instead to be inside of the skid, is sitting outside. So here and there he's been saving $400 here, $300 there, and so on. And still, look how nice he is got this skid that is gonna sit in really nice in his platform. And so if you wanted to go all the way on, or even if you want to save a little bit of money, something that we can work on. Another unit we've got here ready for delivery today to Queensland is a 70 liter, which is exactly the same as the 42 liter, same pump, but the only thing it changed is the stroke of the pistons in the inside, but it will give you almost 70% more of the flow by itself. Okay, this particular one we installed the relief valve for him is one of the upgrades he wants us to do in the pump, and we serve the oils for him, you know, because the pump, everything is coming without oils, but he asked us to fill it up, so it's something that we can do it for you. That particular skid as well is a Pull Star, and we got that one as well a little bit discounted if you are interested in that one. So coming back to the 12-volt systems, these particular pumps, you all know those pumps. We got a 5.5 gallons per minute. This one is specially manufactured for this Raptor manufacturing. Is a Renko pump with an upgrade relay and pressure switch, built-in intake valve, and a heat and a heat reduction seal installed. It will give you more longevity in the pump, and this is the 7 gallon per minute Dela 100 psi. Talking about psi, these guys will struggle to reach the 90-95 psi when you're off the trigger. You know, when you are on the trigger, you're gonna have like 50 psi out of the gun, where that one is gonna be around 130 psi and 37 170 on the pump. So hope all this information is been helping you out about get you around 12-volt system, petrol pumps, and stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for looking, and see you in the next one. Cheers.